Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I have a weird on and off headache. Just gonna go ahead and open with that before I start the medley. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday so far. It's still very beautiful here in Los Angeles. Me too, Liana. I think it'll go away once I have a peanut butter and jelly triple-decker sandwich. I went to the store and I bought more peanut butter yesterday. Oh, good. We should knock out those numbered key sounds. Thanks, Cyber. Really quickly while I'm doing that, does anybody eat peanut butter? And if so... This was 307. I think we did do this one. And then the 308 is legato strings. Those aren't legato strings. Ooh, they're pretty though. They're not legato, but I do like them. That's 308. 309, which is today's sound, which I should probably knock out at the beginning before I forget, is just warm strings. It's just called warm strings. They're also quiet. I hate how slow the attack is on a lot of these. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, that's dope. Yo, tomorrow's gonna be fun if I can remember these chords. What's the third chord? It's not that one, but that one works. That might be it. That might actually be it. Ferrotype beat indeed. Ooh! Liana's got a knack for picking plant themes. I might embellish on that a little bit for Pharaoh's theme. Very nice. It makes me think of the game Rez, if anybody's ever played the game Rez. Good morning, Lindsay. Good morning. I think I said good morning in the beginning, but good morning, Cyber and Liana, just in case I didn't. Yeah. I don't hate these. Really quickly before I start the medley, though, I'm gonna do that chord progression in a more stable sound. That's sick. That's sick. Okay, I'm gonna start the medley now. Oh, it was Songwriting Thursday. In place of the medley. Thank you for reminding me of that, Cyber. So, I mean, yeah. So, it's time to figure out Pharaoh's song. Oh, guys, I'm a mess this morning. So... I ended up getting distracted talking to one of my neighbors, who's also up early in the morning, which is nice. But I ended up getting distracted talking to them, so I wasted too much time. And so instead of being able to make a full meal before I did like my workout and yoga stuff, I just ate leftover noodles from last night. And you know how leftover Chinese food always seems just a little bit greasier than it was when it was fresh? Like the grease, like... Anyways, that's what's inside of me right now. And my face feels greasy, or like oily or something. It's not great. I'm not into it. So... What was I? Oh yeah, okay. No! I could do better. Too complicated. Too complicated. Pharaoh needs a more simple theme. Thanks, Liana. Leftover Chinese food makes me sick. Girls of the summer, I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. You know, when I heard that song for the first time, I had no idea what Abercrombie and Fitch was. I didn't know what that brand was. I lived in a resoundingly black neighborhood and nobody wore Abercrombie and Fitch. So when I heard that song for the first time and he said, I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch, I thought those were like things. I thought those were like articles of clothing that rich people wore that I didn't know about yet. Like a special type of skirt, a Fitch. Jessica and her fancy leather Fitch. Abercrombie. Weird name. Sorry. Anyways, I appreciate that reference, Cyber. Good morning, Tinder. How are you doing? We're developing a thing for Pharaoh right now. And I'm deciding against maybe these chords because they're so cinematic and pretty. Unless I can come up with a simple melody, because Booba has such a simple melody. I would like for Pharaoh to also have a simple melody. Yeah, too serious. Oh, thanks, Brief Mortal. I get some inspiration. Looking at leaves on curl is so bizarre. It's very weird. Plants are weird. Pharaoh seems to attract a very specific type of fly, though. Like, little bugs. I think it's more so the soil, though, than the actual plant. Anyways, developing theme. Good morning to you, too, King Explosion. to maybe in here? I feel like that's Zelda. Is that from Zelda? What is that? I mean, obviously not played in this rhythm, but those chords. Is it Mario? That's Cyber. Cyber knows more about Mario than I do. The magic truly is over. I didn't play a Mario game yesterday. I don't want to go there. Maybe I can do like a weird switch. I don't want to be. That's where Booba's theme is. I need to move somewhere else, like here, or perhaps even here. Or not there. Or here. Sorry, what? I need to set up Discord audio capture, says Cyber. I had it set up for my podcast, but not the scenes I use for gaming. Oh, word. Yes. Did someone redeem Agnes time? And I missed it? Or is Liana just saying Agnes time? Sorry. Sorry, Aang. Oh, no! I've got to water Agnes. Agnes is looking a little sleepy, so I apologize for droopy Agnes time. Okay. But we're focusing on Fira theme. Fira's theme. Make it higher. Ooh, I want it to sound broken. Sorry guys, this part is so boring. At least I imagine it is. Ooh. It's a note or two from being midnight dropped. You been looking for me? Well, you found me. You found me. How are you? I don't like seeing you like this, Agnes. It's very depressing for me. How'd you find me, Nicholas? It's almost there. It just needs a thing. It needs like a thing. You know what I mean? I like the shirt, says Dar. Thank you, Dar. I'm glad you like the shirt. Does Bark work yet? Does Bark not work yet? I'm doing well. Found you through the buddies in the Instagram group made a while back. Instagram group. What? It's because my quality is a little bit, it reminds me of like Chrome. It's a black button up with a lot of tiny white stars on it. The 5-point stars. What's this tune? Is it new? I missed the beginning of the stream, says Ang. Yes. I'm developing a theme for Pharaoh. So, yes, it is new. So I want it to be... I don't like this climb up. I don't like this climb up. This one. I want it to be a little bit, like, have a little bit more identity. broken sounding progression for Firo, because Firo's leaves are all broken. I like how the white dots on the shirt appear in many colors on my screen. Oh, wow, do they? It's like a rainbow shirt. Sorry. That's the rhythm that I'm looking for. I want Firo to have a broken rhythm, if that makes sense. Can I redeem Hydrate for Agnes? No, not yet. I'll add it. I'm ordering 2 of the plants after the stream, but what time signature is that? Oh my god, I think it's the same as 5/4 love letters. Right? 7/8 says same explosion? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I only wanted to do that like twice, so. Firo's gonna have a really weird theme. Okay. I messed it. I'm listening to you. You seem to know what you're talking about. I'm not doing anything. Okay, I like that. I just need a second part for it. Second part for it. Congratulations, Nicholas. That's interesting. Working, writing. This is good to hear. When will I ever move again? I like that. Okay, Firo. I have a Firo theme now. The second half of it is still in development, but I do very much like the first half of it. With just the... just like that one. Wow, it took almost the entire morning medley time to develop a Firo theme. I apologize. Yeah. Can't rest creativity. I feel like it's gonna be gloomy again today. Cloud. I didn't know there was a raid. I'm sorry. I got like too into it. But thank you. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Hello, Sam. And thank you for being here. Hello, Cloud, and thank you for being here. I'm almost done with the medley portion of the thing. I guess I can head over to checking in. And somebody did Dapper Up? Okay, well I'll do the Dapper Up and then I'll go to check in. Who redeemed the Dapper Up though? How many points does Aang have? Okay, alright. I'm gonna pick at I want to pick something white because my shirt's mostly black. Oh, you know what? Okay, this one also has a cool story. Explosion. This one was also a custom-made bow tie. It's floral. There are a lot. But it's a floral one, and kind of the same thing happened. This is with the last one, with the last custom one, where somebody asked me if I could have like a dream bow tie pattern, what would it look like? And I was like, I've done a lot of bow tie shopping and I can never find one that's floral, because it's just not a pattern really that they make in a lot of men's fashion, I suppose. So they made me one, and it's reversible. Like the other side of it is black on black polka dots, which probably doesn't show up very well on the stream. But they're based out of Oklahoma City. And when I was on tour, I went to Tulsa, actually. I played a show in Tulsa. And we took a quick break to go to Oklahoma City, which isn't that far away. And I got to get it in person. By the way, for anybody who hasn't been to Tulsa, Oklahoma itself is kind of a mess at times, but Tulsa is very charming. I actually really like that city. It's where Hanson's from. If anybody remembers Hanson, they're like studios there. It's right in downtown. Most people probably won't care about that, but I thought it was pretty fun. Hi, Jaime. And thank you, Cyber, for telling me. Majin Rufio. Thank you, Majin Rufio, for the raid. I appreciate it. It's so interesting. I mean, I guess the way times work, or the way time zones work, there would be somebody streaming now, but I feel like I stream so early in the morning that I never think of anybody else even streaming around this time to raid me. So I appreciate that a lot. And thank you, Explosion, for redeeming the Dapper Up. This one will do. I'm going to head over to the check-in portion, which should be good today since it's before the production stream. Oh, sorry. Checking in with you. It's time to check in with me too. I'm fine, I'm checking in with you. Checking in. Okay, for those of you that are newer to the stream, the check-in portion of the stream is just where I check in on everybody that's viewing the stream and see how everybody's day is going. And I guess share a little bit of my own. But I'm going to pick Explosion, since Explosion made me put the bow tie on first. How's your day going, Ang? Is it, I mean, Mario Day was yesterday. There's nothing cool about March 11th. But has your day been chill so far? We just had Miku Day and Mario Day back to back. What's... Oh. Okay. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Pi Day is Sunday. Pi Day actually matters to me. Not to say that Mario Day and Miku Day don't matter, but on Pi Day, a local pizza place called Blaze Pizza does sell whole pizzas for $3.14 because Pi. And that is cheaper than Little Caesars. So for one day, somebody has a better bargain than Little Caesars, so I usually go there. Was it Eric Andre that was making fun of 311 the band? Oh, 311 Day! No, that was actually a big thing in Arizona. I don't even know if 311's from Arizona, but I know that 311 is very popular there, and 311 Day was a thing that did matter to a lot of people. I was not one of them, but it is a thing. Explosion is good though, very chill. Gonna play some flute, chat with Recruiter, and play some Mario later. I might be around and watch you play Mario. As somebody that doesn't really play Mario games myself, I do seem to get a lot of joy out of watching people play Mario games. Liana, how's your week going so far? Since we're kind of nearing the end of it, whatever that means right now in quarantine. I know time doesn't really matter anymore. Tuesday off from work. And you missed it here. Oh, I'm sorry. But that's kind of cool. You had like a shifted weekend. Everybody tell me about their day. And everybody tell me about their day so far and put it into one message if you can, so I don't get confused, because I will get confused. I'm calling it now. And while you guys are all typing out your days thus far, I will share that it is very beautiful again in Los Angeles. Big fluffy white clouds. We had quite a bit of rain yesterday. It looks like it's going to be pretty sunny until this evening, in which case we're probably going to get some more rain, which is good, except for all the people that were suffering from mudslides. I'm sorry, that was some pretty bad news. Neoblos had a stressful week, but they're doing fine. I'm glad to hear it. Sorry about the stress, though. I know how that can be. I got in trouble as a kid for calling the Nintendo 1-800 number for help with games with Mario RPG specifically. I never called any of those numbers. I don't know that I was allowed to use the phone as a kid. But I guess if you got in trouble, maybe neither were you. But yeah, weather's great here. It is Thursday, which is the day before the production stream. For anybody that is unaware or doesn't remember from Season 2, Monday through Thursday is a stream kind of like this where I just do improv piano and play some requests and check in with the viewers. But on Friday, the stream is much longer. It's a 6-hour stream instead of a 2-hour stream. And I do production, music production and whatnot. And usually the Thursday before, I have a lot of like setup to do. And for my production stream, I did add a second or a third camera. I added a third camera, and I added a mount for one of the cameras so it doesn't shake anymore while I play keys, because it used to be like clamped. It was like clamped to the keyboard that I was playing on. So a few quality of life improvements to the production stream for tomorrow, and so that should be good. I'm currently watching You Says Tinder while folding clothes and on FaceTime with my baby girl. Wow, beautiful. I really need to do laundry. I think I'm on my last pair of underwear. And so tonight might be laundry day for me. I really love doing laundry. Or rather, I like going to the laundromat. I don't actually like doing laundry, but I like the community aspect of a laundromat for some reason. Tommy says, I definitely wasn't allowed to out you after all those shenanigans, talking about using the phone to call the 1-800 Nintendo number. I just found a number under my SNES, and one of the routing options was game tips and tips and tricks help. Interesting. Thank you, Ang, for the lurk. See, that's the thing. That's the thing, Cyber. I have some... For everybody else in the stream, I do have some Oswald the Lucky Rabbit underwear, which are pretty rare and quite expensive now. And I'm afraid of wearing them because they are rare and expensive, and I don't want to, like, ruin them with my body. So whenever I get down to only, like, one pair of underwear left, I always look at the Oswald ones. And I never do wear them. I only wear the Oswald. They're kind of like long johns to me. I only wear them when I'm wearing underwear under them. I don't want them to actually touch me. Okay, I'm gonna share something, and if this is offensive in any way, I do apologize. I'm gonna sandwich it with an apology. I'm gonna say sorry beforehand, and then I'm gonna say sorry afterwards. But there are 3 women that walk the cul-de-sac in the morning, just like morning exercise and walking. But they wear the same fit, like the same outfit, like not exactly the same outfit, but pretty much the same outfit, where it's like gray sweatpants and this blue top that looks like the top part of Scrubs, like if you've worn Scrubs before. But they're 3 very different ages. One of them looks to be around 20s. One of them is a very old woman. And then the other one seems like to be in, maybe 40s, 50s. And and they all wear sunglasses. And so when I see them walk, I'm like imagining somebody's just aging rapidly, because I see this young woman walk through the cul-de-sac in sweatpants and the scrub shirt, and then I see like a significantly older woman, and then there's like this, I mean, mega old. Like, good on you for being able to walk levels of old, wearing the same fit, and it messes with my head every single time. Anyways, sorry if that's offensive. Maybe it's their morning break walk. Probably, Liana. I mean, I'm a big fan of walking. I mean, the problem isn't necessarily walking, assuming there's a problem at all. It just does this really fun, for me, illusionary trick where it looks like they're walking through time. Like it's one woman walking through time. I don't know why they were the same fit. The sweatpants I understand, but the blue scrub shirt is like a choice. I don't know if they're all in nursing school or something. Well, there's no way the old lady is. Anyways, everybody who shared your morning or your day with me, thank you. I do appreciate it. It's going to be low, mid 70s and sunny here, so I'm going to spend some time outside. Probably we'll do some observational drawing. That's pretty good. That's the squad, says Jaime. Uh-oh, here comes another one. So, okay, no, I'll save that to the news. I have something that I need to talk about, but I'll save that for the news section. Why does interacting with animals make people feel so good? What is that? And I don't mean like pets. I'm not talking about pets. I mean, that can also make you feel good, but why does like getting a squirrel to take food from my hand feels good? Why does that feel good? What is that? Is it a connection thing? Is it... What is that? Is it because... Is it because we don't speak the same language and it's like a culture? It's like it's like me reaching outside of my own culture to commune with a squirrel. The answer to the previous prompt says, Cyber, my day has been uneventful and I'm looking forward to streaming tonight. I encouraged a friend to raid my other friend on Twitch today. Which time the extent of what I can talk about? Which of the time is the extent of what I can talk about? Oh. That's dope. That's dope, Cyber. Also, I'm probably going to be watching, you said you were going to be playing Metal Gear Solid. I love the game Metal Gear Solid. And a lot of things in retrospect about that game, I didn't realize how, I took that game for granted. A lot of things when I was a kid, I just played video games because they were available to me. I didn't think about them, in context. That's the thing. I didn't think about anything in context. My brain wasn't that advanced yet. I don't know when I developed the skill to look at things and appreciate them in context, like this movie versus this movie or whatever, but something specifically about Metal Gear Solid, I just played that game like it was any other game. And I didn't realize how bizarre that game was until, decades pass and you think back and you go, oh, there really was no other game like that at the time. Or, wow, this game was like groundbreaking. I can remember playing not Game of Thrones. Wow, I'm dumb as heck. I can remember playing Grand Theft Auto. Oh my god. I can remember playing Grand Theft Auto for the first time and it hitting me, like it doing something to me. I can remember playing Shenmue for the first time and me like being like, this is significant. I don't exactly know why, but this feels like a big deal. And later on in life, I got some context to really understand why those games were a big deal. But when I was a kid and playing stuff, like when I played Final Fantasy VII for the first time, that didn't seem like a big deal to me. The cutscenes and everything, like nothing seemed all that cool about it. But, I hadn't played 6, so I didn't realize how big of a jump was happening there. I've never played a Metal Gear game, but had a friend who was real passionate about it back in the day, says Jaime. I've played all of them, except for the one that I didn't even know existed, which was a card game. But I played all the other ones, and I do enjoy them. But I don't know that I was ever obsessed, maybe. I don't know. Nicholas says, my day's just getting started, had breakfast, did laundry. Oh, it's laundry day for several people. Now I'm going to spend the day working on some art and catching up on JoJo Golden Wind. Later today will be meal prep for the rest of the week. My meal prep day was yesterday. Have you gotten into NFTs, says Nicholas. I have not. I have been beat over the head with NFT talk, though, for the past week. But I have not gotten into NFTs. That is not a thing I have done. Have you? Ooh. Ooh, block a gear block couple snake. Twin snakes. That much I understand. Lindsay says being around animals is similar to interacting with babies' kids. It's nice to interact with creatures who are innocent and wholesome. The thing is, though, I don't like interacting with babies and kids. Interacting with babies, like, annoys me at least, at best, at worst, stresses me out. But interacting with animals, I do like. Wild ones, though. See, that's the thing. If babies were wild, maybe I would like interacting with them. But they're not wild. If, like, I could go out to Griffith Park. If I could go out to Griffith Park and, like, I'm going through the woods and there's just, like, a wild baby, like climbing a tree or something like that, like a koala does, and I can go up to the baby and have some bean sprouts, and I'm like, here you go, baby, and then the baby, like, grab bean sprout, and I'm like, like, that would be cool. I would actually enjoy that, I think. Something about wild animals, interacting with wild animals, makes it feel good. I don't necessarily care for going over to somebody's apartment and touching their dog or anything like that. I don't really enjoy interacting with pets. But, like, getting, like, a squirrel to take food out of your hand, like handing a piece of garbage to a raccoon, stuff like that feels good to me for some reason. Nicholas says, I'm working on some NFT ideas right now. Seems like the best time to jump in with anything, as it's being called hyped. It's being hyped a bit by a couple people. Yeah, I suppose now would be as good time as any to jump in. Fall in. Dive in. Yeah, just the wild ones. Like, if I go to somebody's house and they're like, this is my ferret, Douglas. I don't really want to touch their ferret. I don't really want to interact with their ferret that much. It's not. I don't care about Douglas. But if I'm like out in the wild and I'm minding my own business and I like catch something out of the corner of my eye and it's like a wild ferret, now I'm interested. Now you've got my attention. I think that wild animals feel like they have way more agency and identity than pets to me. I don't think that's necessarily true. It just feels like that to me for whatever reason. And so interacting with a wild animal feels like I'm interacting with a personality. Like, it's making a choice to interact with me. It's in its own world. Interacting with, like, caged or domesticated or captured animals doesn't feel the same. Interacting with babies in the wild. Babies in the wild. Anyways, living here in Los Angeles, especially in East Los Angeles where I live, there's quite a few wild animals because I'm equidistant between the mountains and the like really like urban sprawl of the city, and so animals will come in and around the neighborhood every now and then. Usually squirrels and raccoons and possums, stuff like that. But occasionally like deer and some coyotes. And once you get down into the city, you don't see that so much anymore, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I lived in an area where there's a little bit more animals coming in and around. Cross-species connection, but not with an animal in captivity. Exactly. Pets have plenty of personality. They do. Which is why I said what I'm saying isn't necessarily true. It just feels that way to me. It feels that way. I feel like pets are shaped by people a lot, personality-wise. Again, could be wrong, probably wrong, but it always feels like they're shaped by the people that own them, to some degree, and the wild animals don't feel that way. And I like that. I don't know. I like it a lot. What was I talking about? I was going somewhere with something. The thing that sucks is for that remix that I made, for the Tom remix, I feel like I can't use that anymore. I feel like that's a very low-hanging fruit, like South American jazz, like rhythm. And since it is so low-hanging, I was like, I can only use this once. If I use it twice, then I'll be like biting myself, and it'll sound like I can only do one thing. And I used it on that remix, and even though I'm really happy with how that remix sounds, I kind of want to keep using it, and I can't. I've blocked it out. It's in cooldown. It has like at least a 5-year cooldown. It has a really different feeling, says Lindsay. Like the other day on the walk, I saw a bunny, first one of the year, and it was very exciting. This can be really exciting. Love the remix, says Jaime. Thank you, Jaime, for having listened to the remix, and I appreciate you for actually liking it as well. It was just a regular bunny rabbit, nothing crazy, says Lindsay. It's basic, but it sounds good. It is very basic, and it does sound really good. That's why I want to be able to... Oh, wait! Do you guys know what a tumbao is? I'm gonna make a song that has a tumbao in it. Kumbao? No, it's tumbao. Pretty sure it's tumbao. I'm gonna make a song that has that in it, and then that'll get me out of this rhythm. I mean, when I think about American jazz, we were talking a little bit in the Discord for a very little bit. I exited the conversation pretty quickly, but we were talking momentarily in the Discord about origins of music and, you know, what culture invented this and what culture pioneered, introduced, made, originated, etc., this and that. And a lot of times when I think about jazz, I think about harmony, you know. A lot of people do. You think about jazz chords, you think about jazz harmony, you think about jazz licks and whatever, you know. You think about stuff like that. But I personally very rarely think of rhythm when it comes to jazz. I don't think of jazz rhythms. And when I do think of interesting rhythm that like I'm affected by, it's always from Central and South America. It's very rarely from here. It's very rarely from North America. I don't really think of a lot of, American or Canadian rhythms. Not to say that they're bad, but I don't really think about them and draw a lot of inspiration from them. But whenever I hear like South American, Central American rhythms, there's something very, very cool about them. And I think that's why I'm drawn to bossa nova music, not even necessarily because of the types of chords that they use, which are cool, but a lot of the times when I ape or copy things I've heard in bossa nova, what I'm copying is the rhythms and not necessarily the chords. Stuff like that. I think it's really rhythmic for me. What about Cuban jazz? I'm lumping Cuban jazz into Central American rhythms, but I don't have to. I'm not doing that. I'm definitely not doing that at the discredit of either one. But I do lump Cuban jazz into that. Cuban jazz, I don't think I heard until like sometime in college, sometime after I had enrolled in college. And it was because I was talking to somebody at Casey Moore's and we were talking about bossa nova. And he said, have you listened to Cuban jazz? And I lied actually and said yes. But I didn't know I was lying. I thought that I had heard Cuban jazz because I had heard like Brazilian jazz. And I was like, can't be that much different, right? And it is. Because I later on looked it up and I was like, even at first listen, honestly, it didn't sound that different to me. I was like, it's all the same. But after, what happened was I just kind of went through this rabbit hole and listening to a lot of like Cuban jazz and Cuban music. And then I went back to listening to Brazilian music and I was like, whoa, this is very different. A lot of times on the surface, things can't sound the same. I had a long conversation with Sky actually while Sky was living here about like the different forms of jazz, like bebop jazz and big band jazz and all this stuff. And Sky didn't know what the difference was. And I was like, oh, they're hugely different. And pretty recently, like I think a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, Sky actually hit me up and was like, oh, I can like hear bebop jazz now. Like I can hear the difference. And I was like, yeah, word. It's a thing. It's a thing. But yeah, I think that like the rhythms, something about the equator, the rhythms that come from there are just wild. What is that? There could be a really cool study on that, but all the rhythm, all the spice, all the flavor, all the zest. I don't know if a cool rhythm has ever come from a pole. I don't know if people come from the pole. I don't know if people live on the pole. I don't know anything about the poles. But I think that could be the end of the check-in portion. I spent most of the medley this morning developing Firo's theme, which is not that, or that, or that. It is really difficult to play though, but I'll get it. Firo. tomorrow for sure. But I should probably go and do the news now.
Time to do the news. I think it's time to do the news. It's definitely time to do the news. Do the news.
Word. And now that we're doing news kind of reverse, I'm doing like a flipped and mirrored version of the news. We start the news with the song recommendation now. Today's song recommendation is Sparrow by Alex Martian. I'm assuming that this is not a real name. I'm assuming this isn't real. But every news segment I do recommend a song. And this song is going to be Sparrow by Alex Martian. I can't remember the first time that I heard this song. I can't actually remember, but it has a lot of what I used to call crunchy drum a long time ago. I used to call it crunchy drum. Well, it's something that I've learned recently is more so just like a mixture of Foley and dynamic mixing of drums. And so when I'm talking about crunchy drums, that's what I'm saying. You know, if you think about the drums in Shoto Clone or something, if I'm referencing a track that I've made. But really cool percussive work, very messy but in an organized way, if that makes sense. And it's got like a really nice, playful, positive, fun, harmonic narrative that it tells. Kind of like a music that was like really going hard in like 2016. I actually don't know how old this track is, but I know that it wasn't existent back during those days, back in the 2016 days, the dark times. But yeah, I'm recommending Sparrow by Alex Martian. Very fun, very happy, uplifting track that has some very serious percussion work. It's got the crunchy drums. I think that a lot of times when people are listening to music that is fun or happy or cute, they also, from a composition standpoint, think of the music as being maybe easy or not so labor intensive. And when I'm saying this, I'm thinking about a lot of music like that you would see in like Teletubbies, or I know, like music you would see in Teletubbies or like Sesame Street or whatever. It's like, this music is supposed to be fun and happy, so it wouldn't be super complex and complicated. The same thing could be said about the music of like Katy Perry or Jessie J or Justin Bieber or Drake. You know, it's like, this is music that's supposed to be able to connect with people and make them feel good. It's not music that's supposed to make people think. Therefore, the music should be very simple in its arrangement. And in most cases, you would be right. But there are some really cool and fun examples that we can dig into maybe in a different stream, when music can be playful and accessible, but also very complicated. And I think this is a really good example of that. You know, when you think about this song and when you listen to this song, it's really catchy and it's easy to hum or remember the melodies from it, remember the chords from it. But when you really listen to it on like more of a compositional level, it's actually really complicated the way that it's put together, especially percussively. Gonna leave an emphasis on that percussion because it definitely has the crunchy drums. It's definitely got the crunchy drums. So that's gonna be it for the song recommendation. Other news, I touched on a little bit earlier in the stream, but I do have a third camera now for the production stream, which takes place tomorrow. And so there hasn't been any segments necessarily added to the production stream yet. I'm still working with Adrelix on that and rolling out a lot of those things. But even as I'm looking over at my setup now, it's becoming more and more of a mess. I'm trying to make it a cool mess, like a good workflow mess, but it's like I'm just looking at a lot of webcams now. And the webcams are on those like cool little bendy arms that, you know, like that are clamped to something. And it reminds me of Pixar, you know, Pixar, that stupid lamp that jumps on the ball. Or it jumps on something. I don't remember what it jumps on. Who cares? Anyways, you know the Pixar logo with a lamp that's like jumping around? I feel like those are on my computer now. Because it's a bunch of like bendy mount arms with like webcams on them. They look like little eyeballs. Very intimidating. Anyways, I have done what I needed to do to improve that. It jumps on the eye. Thank you, Cyber. I have done what I've needed to do to improve the quality of that camera and getting that like integrated into the production stream. As far as the piano stream, I have also fixed the bot. Again, me and the bot are constantly in a state of fixing and unfixing and breaking and unbreaking. I don't know if the bark works yet. I'm still working on sounds. I'm still working to get sounds to make sense in commands. But eventually that'll be ironed out. And so that's a little piece of news on that. I don't think it does, says Liana. The bark still doesn't work. That's weird, because I can hear it for some reason. I don't know why I can hear it. But nobody on the stream can. I'll fix that. I'll promise. I promise. Because I can't hear it right now. That's weird. Yeah, I just heard it. Yeah. Oh, you know what? No, that doesn't make any sense, though. Oh. Yeah, I realize why you guys can't hear it. Now it's an audio routing thing. The earlier reason why no one could hear it was because my mic doesn't pick it up because I have my monitor is my headphones, and I have my headphones sitting down in the corner of the floor at an angle so that I can hear the things that are coming out of them, but you guys can't, because I don't want there to be this really weird, like where you guys are hearing an echo effect. So I can hear it, but yeah, you guys wouldn't be able to. Also, the reason that the bark didn't used to work is because I had the bark to where it cost like 10,000 Omni tokens, and so I had to go in and fix that. Also, the reason that I couldn't trigger it is, whatever, you guys don't care. But I'll fix that. It's definitely an audio routing thing at this point. So for tomorrow's stream, the sounds will probably work. Is there a donation button, says Jaime. I've got to update my About Me. Yes, things I need to do. The checklist, as soon as I mark things off of it, I have a whiteboard with a checklist on it, and I feel like I can't get this thing empty. As soon as I erase stuff, there's more stuff to be added. So that is another thing that I'll have to update. A donation link. But yeah, I can't hear the bark. That's pretty funny. Hold on. Do ba boo ba da da ba be ba boo boo ba da 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 be boo be ba boo. Oh, come on now. Other pieces of news is, again, I'm still working on my videos and a little bit of music, but it's still like I'm still kind of digging my way out of a what I would like to refer to as a commission canyon of sorts. And so until I can get out of that, until I can get out of that, I'm stuck here. And so thank you all for your patience. I do really appreciate it. Oh no, it happened. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, until I can get all the way through the commissions, I'll be stuck as far as putting out new stuff. But I did say I was going to come back to social media once I got everything ironed out, and things are gradually getting ironed out, so I have to come back to Twitter and Instagram at some point. But boy, do I hate both of those things. But good luck adding the Discord audio thing to your stream so you can do more multiplayer stuff. That'll be cool. I really got to figure out so many things. So many things. But after supper, after I have supped, um, my music is still available, as always, on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon MP3, Tidal, Group, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, and YouTube. Plenty of music out there. Plenty of music out there. Oh, and it's been... My last thing came out in 2019, fall, so... Remember how big of a deal it was for me when it had been a year since I had released music, and now it's just like, whatever. Now it's like... who knows, man? Who knows? Well, I'm gonna spend some time reviewing some of that music today, and see what I can do. Whoa! Thank you for the follow. 7 Heavy Steel. I appreciate that. For whatever reason, I didn't hear the alert from that one, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bee ba boo ba boo. I'm going to play the morning medley theme now, before we all cram on out of here, and then I'm going to add the new song to the recommendation list, the new playlist. When do you expect Sashar at the end of the stream? Never that. Not unless Crow's here. And still not even then. Crow doesn't come into the streams anymore. Crow just wants to know when the streams are going onto YouTube. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are, Crow. Thank you, as always, everybody, for being polite to each other and respectful to me. I will see you tomorrow for a long evening production stream. I've got a lot of work to do until then. If you have anything, again, that you do/don't like about the stream, want improved about the stream, need to know about the stream, I'm around in the Discord. Send them in the Discord. And the Discord link works now. It has been checked. It's been double checked. It's been thrice checked, and it is connected. So you can type the exclamation thing into the exclamation Discord into the chat, and that'll bring up the link for it. Thank you, Cyber. Thank you, Leana. Does anybody know what crow pose is? I surprised myself on being able to do crow pose. Anyways, abo everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.